The next segment, I'm moving on to the patterns of 2, 3 and 4. Again, first of all without the stick and then with the stick. For the pattern of 2, I suggest that you draw a horizontal line right across the upper part of your chest. Here. Left to right, right to left. Continue that and be aware of what you're doing. And then gradually you bring towards your nose, towards your face, with a curve. And there you have the pattern of 2. 1, 2. Notice how the second beat is slightly higher, how I bring it in slightly higher. Because the second beat by its nature is a lighter beat. 1, 2, 1, 2. Be careful that you don't do this. 1, 2. Sometimes you see this, and this is actually 1 in a bar. So the beats have to be absolutely defined. 1, 2. For the pattern of 3, the second beat will now become the third beat in 3. So here goes. 1, 2, 3. Look at the third beat. 1, 2. Now the third beat is lighter. 1, 2. In other words, it's like the second beat in 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we move on to the pattern of 4. 1 extra beat to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. The fourth beat is now what the second beat was in 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Center to the left shoulder, to the right shoulder, back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to repeat all that now with the stick, and you see how it is important to be aware that it's magnified, therefore you reduce that space. So here goes for 2, the pattern of 2, out, in, on a curve. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The next move will be 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. The last beat slightly higher. 1, 2, 3. 1. This time for 4. 1 to the left shoulder, to the right shoulder, back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to continue this time, and I'm going to turn my back to the camera so that you actually see it as if I were in class with you. So I'm going to start again with the pattern of 2, and this is how it goes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You could actually stand yourself in front of your video and imitate just what I'm doing here. 1. See how the second beat comes in higher. 1, 2, 1, 2. Then I'm moving on to the pattern of 3. 1. Second beat goes across and the third beat comes in higher. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. And I'm going on to 4. 1 to the left, to the right, and back in higher. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last beat is always the same. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Also notice how I'm just using the forearm, not the upper arm. Look what happens if I use the upper arm. The beat is magnified. So you're there out of focus. Bring it back in. Remind yourself of the forearm. 1, 2, 1, 2,